Welcome back. In this video we're looking at exercise 1-3 of Murach's PHP and MySQL, and this exercise has to do with using Netbeans and some of the neat features that are in Netbeans. So starting here at the beginning, step 1 says open Netbeans and then open this project as summarized in the figure. If you look at the figure, they're talking about the chapter 2 of exercise starts. I've got book apps open. So exercise starts, chapter 2, exercise 1, and then there are 3 files here. So to open those, you just double click on it, and Netbeans will open it in the text editor area. So I'll open all 3 of these. There we go. For step 2, open the 3 files. Yes, and step 3, review the 3 files and see how the color coding highlights the syntax in HTML, CSS, and PHP. So in PHP file, we can see it does highlight the beginning and closing tags of HTML tags. For PHP, we do get the PHP opening tags bolded, and PHP commands are in blue. As we do more with PHP, we'll see how other things are highlighted. We've got the string that's highlighted. Right now it's an empty string, but it does use a different color for strings. It shows where we've got semicolons, and that's about all we can tell from our PHP file here. As we get more in depth with PHP, it does do a lot more coloring and warning and error notices for you. Looking at HTML, so I was describing, if you click on a tag, it will highlight the closing tag for you. Very similarly, it's got the tags are colored in blue, attributes for the tags are in green, and then values for those are in this orange reddish color. So that's how it is for HTML. And then CSS, it's also got some kind of coloring for you. So you've got your rule and your classes are put in the green, the actual rules and the values are in the blue and black. So some nice coloring. It's useful when you're trying to type those out. If you type something wrong, it should give you some warning on that. So if I have WID, I see a warning here. It says unknown property. So it helps you with CSS. Same thing would happen if I make a typo in a PHP file. Okay. So step 4, we'll go back to our PHP file. It says delete the semicolon at one of the end of the lines, and I actually deleted the whole string because deleting the semicolon wasn't enough to get the error message. But if I have an invalid statement, notice you get the red squiggly underline, you get the exclamation in the margin. That kind of tells you there's a syntax error here, there's an unexpected semicolon. Once it expects some other code there. So we'll put our string back in and a semicolon. Okay. Step 5, start a new line in the PHP portion of the file, type $, and notice that it gives you some autocomplete. So in here, I've got, type my $, wait for a second, and notice it gives you the autocomplete there. So it lists our global, super global arrays. If you click on it, it'll print out some information about what these arrays have in them. As we get deeper into PHP and write some more code, it'll autocomplete the variables that you've used in the file, and it's nice and helpful that way for you. Okay, delete the code on this line that we started, so our PHP is valid again. Okay, step 6, run the application as shown in the figure. Alright, let me save this file. I'll save the main.css since I changed it to. So to run the application, you can click the green button in the tab up at the top. This runs the project itself, so it brings up the home page of whatever you've defined for the whole project. For me, I defined localhost / the root as the home page for the project. If you want to run an individual file, you can right-click on that file and say Run there, and that will bring you to that particular file. Notice, yes, IE 11 in this case does mess up the styles a little bit. Okay, so that's good for running the application. And step 7 says check the configuration of the application as shown in the figure for 118. So I'm looking at the configuration for this application. Look at the run configuration and notice, yes, this is my project URL. That's why when I click the green button, it opens up just this, because that's the project URL. And I don't have anything else defined in here, which is why I just go straight to the local host. Okay, so that's about it for exercise 1-3. Some cool features of Netbeans. They're useful as we develop in PHP. Hopefully they give you some helpful hints. And that's it.